Depression is real and it really messes up my schedule, like when I'm doing things. I don't like glitter, freaks me out. Every time I think I should declutter it because I don't use it enough, I use it and I'm like, nope, I just like to look at it sometimes. What's up everyone, and welcome to today's video. If you are new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. We talk about a lot of things here on my channel. We talk about makeup and skincare, nail polish, we have unboxings and project pans, and most importantly, I almost always drop something. So if you're interested in any of those things, please stick around, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. We are getting really close to 1,000 subscribers, and I am pleased to announce that there will be a giveaway. So please, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Today we are doing my project palette, which means I'm going to tell you about all of the eyeshadow I used in the month of March. I'm going to tell you whether I'm going to keep these products, whether I'm going to declutter these products, or see if I finished any of these products. I didn't finish any of these products. First one we're going to talk about is this one from Makeup Geek. Now, this is part of my this shade right here is part of my 21 items in 2021. So I pulled this out. I used it twice this month. I used both of these shades once and I used this one twice. I really like this shade. I like the formula of Makeup Geek. I don't have anything else from them. I ordered this when they did the relaunch and I'm very happy I have it. I never think to order anything. I know that they just launched a new mascara and I'm actually very interested to try that. So let me know if you have anything from Makeup Geek and what you think of them. Next, I do have this palette. This is the Natasha Denona Peak palette. I filmed with this once and I only used it once. I will leave that linked down below. This is a really pretty palette. I like the size of these palettes. I like the formula of this. I actually am really excited for Natasha Denona. Now, this was the first product I had ever tried from her, so I'm probably going to buy more. I like this palette. I'm going to keep this palette. Hopefully you'll see this in a future video. This is That's Taupe from Colourpop. I did film a video with this. I will link that also. I used this 4 times this month. It was my go-to palette. I really like it. This color Python here is beautiful. I really like the shade Rock Steady. The shimmers are beautiful. It's just the perfect palette when it comes to something for an easy everyday look. I said that in my video too. I do recommend this one. I like Colourpop palettes. Let me know if you've ever tried anything from Colourpop, or maybe if you haven't, because the next few palettes I'm going to talk about are from Colourpop. I did use the Just My Luck palette from Colourpop once. I filmed a St. Patrick's Day inspired look with this palette. I will make sure I leave that link down below as always. And it's a very nice monochromatic green palette. I do tend to love green eyeshadow, so it's no surprise here that this is a win for me. It is, I just like to look at it sometimes. I love green eyeshadow. If you are new here, you wouldn't necessarily know that, but it's one of my favorite colors to work with. Let me know what your favorite green eyeshadow palettes are, linked down below. Let me know in the comments. Oh, more Colourpop, cool. I also used this Flutter By palette. I used this twice. I really like this palette. I forgot how much I liked this palette until I pulled it out this month. This is one of their palettes that does not have a mirror. This is just a really pretty palette, and I find that every time I use it, I like the way my eyeshadow looks, and I really don't have any complaints. I don't ever use the glitters that they put in these palettes because I don't use pressed glitter because I'm a weirdo. Other than that, I love this. I'm actually planning on using this in a project pan, so you'll probably see and hear about this a little bit more in the future. I'll make sure I talk about all the Colourpop ones together. Last from Colourpop that I did use this month was the California Love palette. I used this once. I tried to film with it. It was horrifying. Horrible. I have not been... I'm going through a phase right now where filming is very difficult, but I have a feeling I filmed this eye look today. If I film and I don't have to talk and I maybe do a voiceover later, I'm a little bit more successful like that sometimes. Depression is real and it really messes up my schedule, like when I'm doing things. That's so rambly. I used this palette once. I am kind of on the fence whether or not I want to declutter it. I just feel like I don't reach for it, but after using it this time, I feel like I need to use it more. I have never used this shade before, and I love colors like this, so I do need to play around with it a little bit more. You might see it again next month, I'm not sure. I try and go through my collection as much as I can, so you probably won't see it for April, but you might see it in May. It's kind of a fall colors. Maybe I'll save it till the fall. I do like these 12 pan palettes that they have from Colourpop. Like stack all perfect. I used my High Times palette from Midas Cosmetics once this month. It's just a favorite palette. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this palette for like, this might be 3 months in a row. Such a good palette. I love it so much. I did do a 3 looks 1 palette with this palette a few months ago. It's just really nice. This shade Jilly Bean right here is my favorite. I love it so much. It's so good. I did use my City Limits by IBI Beauty. You will see this again because I do want to film a palette bingo. Let me know, do you want to see a palette bingo featuring this palette? Because I was going to film one and then I didn't because I'm weird. It's just such a nice palette. I have hit pan on this shade right here. It's beautiful. I am very interested to try more from this brand. Let me know what your must-have products from this brand are. This palette. I love this palette. So good. This Bonjour Montreal palette from Shoppers Drug Mart. This is from Essence Beauty. This is so good. I love this eyeshadow palette.
I actually may have bought 2 more.
This retails for $12.99 Canadian. I did talk about it in a video. It's just so nice. I love it so much. I think I used it twice, maybe 3 times. I will continue to use this. I love this green shade right here. I just love green eyeshadow. I've already said that. No surprise that this was a win. I do have 2 other palettes from this brand that I plan to use. I'm going to film some videos with soon. Honestly, I was blown away with this. I didn't think I was gonna love it as much as I did, and then I tried it and I was like, wow, it's so nice. And I've played around with it a little bit, so I'm definitely giving, like, this is staying in my collection. I love it. So it's actually a very good month for eyeshadow. So far, so good. This is another one of those palettes that I tried a couple months ago. I filmed a video. I'll leave it all linked down below. It'll probably be in my eyeshadow tutorial playlist. This is the Artisto palette from Zoeva Beauty. I love it. I used this one once this month, but I feel like I should have used it more. It's just the formula of their shadows are so good. And I feel like nobody really talks about it. So I feel like I wanted to talk, so that's why I wanted to talk about this. And I saw it and I was like, I used it a few months ago, but I really want to use it again. Very happy that I have this. I'm very happy that I ordered this from a BoxyCharm pop-up a few months ago. It's a really good palette. I also used my Moira Dreamscapes palette. I will leave that video linked down below. It was a different video. It was my scary story and makeup. I used this shade and this shade. Every time I pull this palette out, I think I'm going to declutter it, and then I use it. And this shade in particular and this shade in particular are so beautiful, and they blend really, really well. I do want to try more from this brand. Let me know if you've tried any other eyeshadows from Moira Cosmetics. I like this palette, and it's an all matte palette. I've had it in my collection for a while, and I'm not getting rid of it. Every time I think I should declutter it because I don't use it enough, I use it and I'm like, nope, that's staying. I need this in my collection. It's a good palette. I really like it. Have you tried it? Last but definitely not least is the Tati Beauty palette. I did film a 3 looks 1 palette with this. I like this palette. It has a full-size mirror. However, I do feel like maybe I don't need these. I don't like them. I don't like glitter. Freaks me out. Every time I use any type of glitter like this, my eyes are like, they like water. I feel like there's glitter in my eyes. It's not a good time for me. Other than that, I love this palette. I love these pink shades. I love that there's neutrals. I love that there's the black row. I like that there's different formulas for the shadows. It's nice. It's not my favorite. All in all, I have to say it was a pretty good month for eyeshadow. I have some new palettes that I'm going to be testing soon, so you'll probably see some new makeup this month. Please let me know in the comments how you were doing, and did you like any of these products? Do you have any of these products? And do you hate any of these products? I hope you were all doing well. I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. We do have a giveaway coming up. I'm so close to reaching 1,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for all of your continued support, and I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye for now. Just, if you look in comparison to the size, like to this, this is just so much more. I just like the size of this one better.